Alright, YouTubers, I just don't believe this. The Army is going to drop the Beretta 92, otherwise known as the M9, for the Sig P230. I just don't believe this. I mean, if you just take one quick look at the Sig P230, I heard this on the radio, or sorry, saw it on the news today. I was reading it kind of quickly, the article on CNN. And like I said, this thing just strikes me as completely odd. The Sig P230 doesn't even look like a military weapon. Looks like something that someone might buy for like home defense or for, CCW. But just when you compare the appearance of the M9 to the P230, there's just no mistaking about it. The P230 is a single stack. It's like, what, a 32 or a 380. It might come in like a 9mm variant. It just doesn't look the part. I don't know why the Army is downsizing, downscaling, going to a less capable weapon. I mean, the M9, double action, single action setup, 15 round magazine, 9mm, longer barrel. The P230, it's got what, 2.5, 3-inch barrel, single stack magazine holds 7 to 8 rounds. It's just, and it doesn't have any accessories for Picatinny rails. You can't put a laser scope on it. You can't do anything. As you can see, just the machinery of the frame doesn't allow for any kind of add-ons. Maybe there might be some extended magazines, but it just isn't going to be able to fill the same role that the M9 has done for the past, 30 years. This is definitely a step back from the Army. I don't know if it's a political thing or budget or whatever the case might be, but this is just not good business decision on the part of the M9 replacement program to step down to a single stack pistol. I mean, yeah, it might be lighter, but look, it's got small sights. They're probably machined into the frame, so you couldn't modify them in any shape, way, or form. You couldn't put night sights or any kind of a high vis or tritium, whatever you have on there. It just doesn't make sense. They're stepping down to a lesser capable firearm. I don't know what kind of role this is supposed to fill, especially given the availability of better weapons out there, such as the Glock 19, Glock 17, which the Navy switched to just in the past year and a half. You got the Sig P230, the 320, which could have done a good job as well. For the M9 replacement, you had Smith & Wesson and their M&P line, which I understand was also a contender until sometime last year when they, for whatever reason, backed out of the pistol replacement program. So basically you had Glock, you had Smith & Wesson, you had, I'm sure HK probably submitted some examples as well. As far as I know, Ruger was offering their maybe SR9 or SR9C. These are also, all these pistols that I'm talking about are double stack. I believe they're all striker fired, modern construction, polymer, and any one of these, even Beretta was going to put out a updated version of their M9 pistol, which would have more than likely had all the bugs worked out, all the issues addressed that the original M9, in terms of reliability, in terms of not being machined to accept laser rails and Picatinny accessories and such. Now, this just strikes me as odd. I mean, after 10 years of complaints about the M9 and its effectiveness in battlefields of Iraq or Afghanistan, and with the pistols being worn out, just with them, I'm sure some of the frames are well over 15, 20 years old. And instead they're going to design, it's not even proven for probably anything other than a civilian CCW weapon. They're going to a lesser capable weapon, not as modifiable, without the support chain, and they're going to all of a sudden modify their ammunition sources to a 380. I mean, this just doesn't make sense. I'm completely dissatisfied with the choice that the Army has made. They could have gone for any other pistol that would have been a perfect successor to the M9. Like I said, the Glock 19, Glock 17, the Ruger SR series. Could have had the HK USP. Could have had Sig P230. But like I said, maybe the decision was political, maybe it was budget-based, maybe there was some backdoor things going on, but like I said, I just don't think that the P230 is going to be able to fill the need for a sidearm. I'm pretty sure that pretty soon they're going to get wise and figure out that they should have gone with a different pistol, polymer construction, double stack, accessory compatible. I mean, as you can see here, the P230, I believe, is completely, metal construction. That's not going to be as, resistant to, sand and dust and that kind of thing that the, soldiers of today's battlefields are going to face. This is not the best direction that the Army is going. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of debate and discussion about this, switching to a lesser firearm, in my opinion. Let's hear what you guys have to say about it. Leave comments and questions, but it's just replacing the M9 with a P230. Not a proven platform for the battlefield. Can't have a suppressor on it, can't have extended magazines, can't have picky rails, can't have lights or lasers or anything. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about this in the coming weeks. There's better firearms out there. This is just complete travesty. I don't know what the higher-ups in either the Department of Defense were really thinking with this, but it's just such an odd decision, and I think they could have gone with a much more capable firearm. Alright, this is A-Chaps. Hope to hear from you soon.